All right, hi everyone. So I'm going to show you right now how to set up a tapestry frame using a piece of cardboard. And you want to use, a cardboard box. So I got this cardboard box for free from the liquor store. You could get free cardboard boxes from many grocery stores that have them by the cash. But at the liquor store, you can often just ask if you can have a box and they will give you one. Or you can maybe find one in the recycling around campus or around where you live. And my cardboard box, I tried to find a piece that was around 10 inches by 10 inches. This one's slightly bigger than 10 by 10. It's 10 by 11 and a half, but around 10 by 10 will work for you. Once you've found that box, you want to cut that piece so that you've got, where your sort of strong ends are. So cardboard is similar, some cardboard anyway, is similar to wood in that it has a kind of a grain. So this one's going to bend. You can see it bends easily that way, but this way it's harder to bend. And so I want to know which ends are the strong ends. So because it can bend like this, to me these ends are the weak ends, and these ends here, because it doesn't bend easily this way, these are my strong ends, and you want to mark the strong ends. So I'm just going to put a little dot here just to let me remind me which ends are the strong ends. Once you know that, it's time to do a bit of measuring, and I like to use a see-through ruler because it just saves a lot of time. So I'm going to measure a 1/2 inch all the way around my cardboard. And to do that, I just take my ruler and move it down by whatever is a 1/2 inch there. So there we go. Whoops. And I'm going to measure 1/2 inch on all sides. Okay, this cardboard isn't quite square, but we'll work with it. That's okay. All right, so now I've got just a border around the whole thing. And I'm going to use these 2 lines are the most important ones to do my next measurement. So the next thing I want to do is find the center of my strong end of the cardboard. And I know that this cardboard is 10 inches wide, and so the center is at the 5-inch point. And so I'm going to place a notch right at the 5-inch point. You don't have to use a super thick Sharpie like this if you want a more exact measurement, but I'm using the Sharpie so you can see it on the camera. So if you want something more exact, use a sharper implement like a sharp pencil. Okay, once I have that center point, I'm then going to mark a notch every 1/4 inch moving out from the center, and my ruler has 1/4 inch marks on it. And I'm going to do it so that I move 3 inches this way and 3 inches that way. So I have a total of 6 inches. You should do at least 6 inches, but so make sure your cardboard is, if it's 10 by 10, then you'll be fine to do 6 inches here of 1/4 inch intervals. Do that one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And once I've done that, I'm going to do the other side as well. So again, find the center, which is 5 inches, and then work in, and I'm just going to measure where that 3 inches so I don't go past it this time. 1, 2, 3. Then work in 1/4 inch intervals. There we go. So once I've done that, I can use these notches as cut lines or cut marks, so I know where to cut into the cardboard. Okay, now that I've drawn out my little lines, it's time to cut them. So I'm going to be using an X-Acto blade, and I'm going to cut from the edge of the cardboard up to the line that I drew right on that 1/4 inch marking that I've made. So I'm going to cut perpendicular from the edge this way to the line using my X-Acto blade. Obviously be very careful. The easiest way to cut cardboard is to put your ruler in its place, bring the X-Acto knife up to the ruler, and cut once, lightly, cut again, lightly, cut again, until you make your way through. That is much better than trying to rip through the whole piece of cardboard in one slice. And I'm actually going to move it around so that I'm cutting away instead of towards the line. That'll make it more exact. And I'm going to use the full length of my ruler here. Okay, and just continue on all the way across, cutting. All right, so once I've done that, I have now cut in these little grooves into the cardboard up to the line at every 1/4 inch. And I'm going to now do that same thing on the other side. Okay. And now that I've cut the edges there and on this side, I've created a tapestry weaving frame, and it's now ready to start applying my warp and dressing my frame. See you at the next video.